Today is day 231 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on. Hello there, little cat. Hey, you're covered it. No. We are continuing on here at, are we continuing on here at Free Code Camp? It's a tough one. I'm not sure. You know, decisions. Let's see what we have to choose from. We could continue on from Free Code Camp, or we can do something from CODEWARS. Yes, cat, that is my finger, and you are scratching your face on my fingers. Good. Map. Intermediate that's right. You know, we never actually... We did finish the project, we never linked the project to being complete over here on CODEWARS. The other thing is show the local weather. Do we want to do a weather project? Build CodePen IO app. Let's see what we're up against. Don't look at the example project's code. Figure it out for yourself. Yeah, Fulfill the below user stories. I can see the weather in my current location, and I can see different icon or background image. Snowy mountain, desert, depending on the weather. I can push a button, toggle between Fahrenheit and Celsius. That sounds like a lot of frustration. Many internet browsers now require an HTTP secure connection to obtain users' locale via blankety-blank geolocation. For this reason, we recommend using HTML5 geolocation, blankety-blank. Or, so there's weather nonsense, which eventually, fingers crossed, would look something like this. Although, let's see what we have to choose from at CODEWARS. Yes, good. Now, if we were to do Nucada at CODEWARS, tonight would look like something. The other option, a couple days ago, we had Tenacious Raptor assist us with prepping for a side project, and there was all kinds of stuff involved. It would use SQL and, was it JavaScript? No, Python. It was a combination of languages, and it was basically like a full-fledged project. And I definitely want to try tackling that. I want to try embarking on that journey when I've got a little bit more time and doesn't feel like a project we should kick off at midnight. So that's why I think we should stick with either the Free Code Camp project of the weather issue, or find us a new Nucada to solve. I'm kind of leaning towards finding a new Nucada. It's been a couple days since we've taken on a challenge from CODEWARS, and I think it's due time that we get back at. Hey, Topher! How are you doing? How's your, today? Well, okay. It's now 3 minutes into Sunday, but we're gonna pretend it's still Saturday. How was your Saturday? Hopefully your Saturday was pretty enjoyable. Yeah, let's go with that. That's a good goal to shoot for. Ours was interesting. We had a kitty fiasco. A brush with death, if you will. He's still alive. There's a lot of struggling and breathing, but the cat was good. Topher, it was good. Well, yeah, add you mind the whole cat fiasco. There's a lot of wheezing for the third and eldest cat. One of those was not pretty. We had to give him oxygen. Yes, we have an oxygen tank on hand for him. So, it's, we're gonna have to make some decisions on it in the future, but we'll get there. You know what? I'm so used to clicking on 7. We were in 7 for so long. We are not in 7 anymore. We are in 6. We are, in fact, in 6. We've even done the first one. We are on to the next one. Who likes it? I don't know. Let's find out who likes it. What is who likes it? Topher, sounds like the poor cat is suffering. Yeah, he's still... It's hard because there's good days and bad days. And he bounces back from the bad days so well. But those windows of bouncing between good and bad are starting to get closer together, so that's why we're gonna need to make decisions eventually in the future. But in the meantime, it was earlier today that he wasn't doing well, but now he seems to be back to normal. Purring, cleaning, bouncing around, doing things as bouncy as a 12-year-old cat could be. What are we looking at? Okay, so who likes it? You probably know the like system from Facebook and other pages. People can like blog posts, pictures, or other items. We want to create the text that should be displayed next to such an item. Implement a function likes string. To be completely honest, I'm not sure that exact format, which must take an input array containing the names of people who like an item and must return the display text as shown in example. Oh, who likes it? It's not about the post itself or the like button, it's determining who liked the damn post. Okay, gotcha. Good. For more than 4 names, the number in and 2 others simply increases. Well, between the weather fiasco, starting the side project that Tenacious Raptor provided us with, and dealing with who likes it, I think we're gonna go with the Who Likes It challenge, CADA, here at CODEWARS. So let's do that. Dive into this. Let's get our hands dirty. We can close out of that. Close out of CodePen. All right. Good time. So once more, we were stumbling through this. Let's read it aloud. Little cat, try not to roll on the escape key, you furry abomination. Oh, Thug Muffin, sup? Sup to you. How are you doing? Hopefully your whatever time of day it is for you is going awesome. Alright, once more from the top, you probably know the like system from Facebook and other pages. People can like blog posts, pictures, or other items. We want to create the text that should be displayed. Oh, cat, you're on a rampage. We want to display the text that should be displayed next to such an item. Implement a function likes string spits out a string, which must take an input array containing the names of people who like an item. It must return the display text as shown in the examples. So Peter, no. Go be cat over here. Yes, good. Stop following my hand. No one likes it because it's empty. Likes contain Peter. Peter likes this. Jacob, Alex like this. Max, John, Mark like this. Alex, Jacob, Mark, Max. Must be Alex, Jacob, and 2 others like this. Okay, cool. Alright, so we've got a couple different scenarios here that we need to plan for. You know what I'm thinking? Switch statement. Is that wrong to do? We can have 1 and 2 likes and 3 likes, and then we can have 4, which returns... I'm guessing the 4th switch statement would contain a loop or a counter or some sort. Let's get weird. Let's start guessing. Let's do this. Supdo. I had a few. You got this, though. Easy peasy. Good. Nice. Sounds like a successful weekend so far for you. Alright. First things first. Oh, for for more than 4 names, the number and 2 others simply increases. Cool, cool, cool. What is the first thing we want? The first thing we're going to want to do is take our names. I want to start working on the switch statement, but I think I should have a better understanding of how this is going to trickle through before I start piecing together the switch statement. Mainly because we're going to need variables to use in reference in our switch statement, so I feel like I should set up those variables. It's going to be taking in names as our parameter. These are the test cases. So we'll have variable names, and that's going to come in. Yeah, we can start doing a switch statement, and we'll just drop in names. The issue is we haven't done a switch statement in God knows how long, so we forget all the proper syntax. Switch something. Does it have a parentheses? Is it just the name? Switch whom instead of who? Really not sure. Is whom a good name? That's probably not a good name at all. And I believe there's curly braces involved. JavaScript. Switch case. Did I even spell switch correctly? Maybe it's switch case. Is that what it is? W3 MDN Stack Overflow. Okay. What's happening in the chat? And if you switch statement sounds right. Yeah, switch statement is good. No loop is really required in my opinion. That's awesome because loops make me frustrated. How are you determining when to change the message? Oh, okay. That's your case. How are you determining when to change the message? And that is our case. So that would be the number of names. So if names is an array, it would be names.length. Something. Yeah. Good hint, Thug Muffin. Names. Spell it out, Steven. You can do it. This is why we don't do stuff after midnight, but we're always here. Name.length and then greater than or equals 1. Greater than 1. Less than 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, but they need to be 0 indexed. Death. No. It's .length, and .length isn't 0 indexed. The amount of confusion, the number of times our minds change. We probably shouldn't be live streaming this, but I feel like it's good that we share our insanity with the world. So this is names. Switch names. That should be a variable. Watch this. Variable whom, yeah, that's right, equals names.length. Yeah, cool. Okay. Whom, look at that. Case something or other. Expression case value 1, case n, n. Will we have default code? I guess default could be if it's empty. Maybe. Maybe. Let's worry about the actual cases in the meantime. So case n would be the code block. If something is true... No. Case... Case is whom is greater than something. Does that sound right? Statement executed when result of expression matches value 1. I can't recall. Yeah, variable name 1, 2, 3, hey. I think that's what we want. So, case, tread lightly, Stephen. We got this. Whom equals 1? I do not believe in myself. That is what we are witnessing. First of all, it's colon and blankety blank. It would be name names something. Names concatenates, because it would be just one name. So it would be names plus quotes with a space likes this. Oh, but they also want a 0. That can be the default case when no one likes it. Kinda harsh. Who's writing in stone? No one likes this. Usually they just leave a big fat 0. I feel like spelling it out quite literally is a little mean. Names likes this. Break. Hold back the tears, Stephen. You got this. Whom is... No, it's not whom equals 1, it's whom is equivalent to 1. So, whom is equivalent to 2? General question about best practices, and I think I know the answer. If and when one can be more specific with 3 equal signs, should that be used? I feel like the answer is yes. Whenever you can be more specific, I feel like one should be. Is that normally general protocol, or is it better to keep things more vague with the 2? Because I know, like, it's kind of a side thing, but like 1 and 1 when it's 2, I believe returns the same thing versus 3, and you've got 1 versus that. This is different. You know what I mean? That's okay. We'll stick with the 2 for now unless we hear differently. So, names. Oh, no, we're on a loop. Names. Concatenate. I guess I should be returning. Am I trying to print stuff? Am I console logging? I guess I'm I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Okay, hold on. We got this. Switch condition case n code for when... Sorry, my chat on the phone is all weird. It wouldn't let me scroll down. But now it's functioning. So, switch condition case n code for when the length is n. Break. Default case. Okay. Thug Muffin. Kind of a pointless variable assignment. Is it kind of dumb? Alright, I can live with that. Based on the array's length, do something. You basically said it already. Just need it in code. What data type is returned by a.length method? A number. If you have a case statement, it basically sets up a bunch of case variables, equal statements. So you don't have to specify the variable you're inputting into the switch statement again, just what you're comparing it against. Okay, so that's cool. So I could do... So there's no need for this guy in reality. We just have our switch statement, and from there we can just do copy names, and here would be names.length. Yeah, look at that. Getting length. Yeah, if we spell length correctly. They're an idiot. Length. Names.length. Copy. That's got to be better. I was also very excited to use the word whom. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the fact that we could use whom was pretty cool. But that was a short-lived dream. So, we'll likes this. Case.names length. Again, we've had to lower our standards for font substantially over the last 219 days. 219? No, we're totally off. 231. It's after midnight. There's room for error. Space. Also likes this. Blank and blank. Oh, death. So, 1, that's not cool. Because now we're going to have to set up special cases that happen for each one of these. See this here? This means we're going to have to do a split statement with the word and. Yeah, that's what that means. Not looking forward to that. So here, well, what does that mean? Technically, we don't have to do a split. We could. I guess we could split it and then join it again? That seems really messy. Let's just identify the elements. I think we'd have an easier time. Blank, concatenate, and space, concatenate, names 1. I feel like that's easier. Equals, likes this. Yeah, definitely, that's way better, followed by break. I'm just trying to get a feel for all of this. Wait. Oh, am I breaking things? I thought, okay, my bad. I'm crazy. So you don't have to have specify the variable. You're inputting into the switch statement again. Just what you're comparing against. Thug Muffin. Names.length in the parameters, or in the parentheses. Topher, huh? Switch names.length, case 1. Don't worry on the outputs. Just figure out all your cases first. Okay, so wait, I should just be doing... So hold on. Because I'm confused and sad and it's late and it's after midnight. It's like, what are they? Gremlins? No feed them after midnight. Don't get them wet. Also, don't let them code. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Mentally feeble. So this would just be... I'm concerned. Am I at least setting up the names and stuff properly? God, I hope so. I'm just gonna proceed. If the city catches on fire, we'll you know what, that's what the fire department's for. You already said it. You've determined based on the length of the array. You change the message. Okay. I determined based on the length of the array. So it's... So this would be case 1 equals 1. Or I guess it would be more accurately 1 like? No, this is bad. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm ruining things. Guys, we're doomed. I'm doomed. So the thing you're comparing are the values of names.length. Okay, so this, the switch is now... The parameter for the switch case is now fixed. I just need to work on the names. We'll deal with this. Just case 1. Okay, just case 1. Just case 1. Thank you. How does it know what I want to do in case 1 based off names.length? Each case... Yeah, gotcha. So I'm crazy. Interesting. Okay. So, Topher Gates, just case 1. Thug Muffin, each case is the value of the thing you're switching. Each case is the value of the thing you're switching. So you're saying based on names.length, which would be like case 1, case 2. Topher, then case 2, when names equal length is equal to 2, etc. Okay, so this would be case 1 when it equals... Hold on. Let me at least... This part, the middle section, I can visualize. Don't mind me. This is going to end up with a colon. This is going to end up being something about, hold on. It's the comma stuff. Let me deal with these. We're so close. We've got 2 more. Names, blank, and blank. Copy. Copy. Names plus comma space concatenate 1 and 2. The 0 index is throwing me off. Break. Let's get rid of this. Case 2. Case 3. And we'll set up the proper... something needs to be adjusted to tell it when that's happening. But let me just set up the 4th one really quick. Case 4 will be something or other, I'd assume. But right now it is 1 and 2, and ooh, the remainder. Tuffy. Names 1, 2. Ah, okay. 0, 1, and names slice from 2 to the end, dot length. Yeah, clever, right? Slicing. I didn't think I'd figure that one out either, at least not that quickly. But now we get to watch me struggle to piece it together, so that's really where the magic is going to happen. Blankety blankety blank, copy. Okay, 1, 2, blank, and then names dot I'm pretty sure it's slice. From, if I remember correctly, it's just the beginning. We could specify another one, like 8, and then I don't think it would include 8, but if we just leave the second value empty, it will go to the end if we just put 1. So from 2 dot length to on, it should give us the remaining number. At least, that's how I would like to see that happen. So, back to the expression. Oh, they had actual examples. I made it. Bad Steven. Bad Steven. Date. Dot get day. Clever. Look at that. I don't know why I stopped looking right here. That's my bad. Topher probably would be similar. Just go to empty examples. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't scroll down. 6 more inches. We could have avoided all of that confusion, but then if we did that, it would be BDX Inc. So it wouldn't be us learning to code. It would be us knowing how to code. Brutal. Brutal. What about when 5 people like it? Or 0 or 10? Good question. Good question. We're going to do that now. Setting up the thing or other. Day. Day equals Sunday. Day. Case 0. Day equals Sunday. What the deuce is happening? The example. The get day method returns the day of the week. It returns the weekday as a number between 0 and 6. Sunday is 0, Monday is 1, blankety blank. This example uses the weekday number to calculate the weekday name. Switch new date dot get day. Case 0. When it equals 0, so we're telling it what it is. Or is that just the name? Is that the value or the name? That's the value. Day equals Sunday. Yeah. Good. Switch. Case 6. Text. Today is Sunday. Today is Sunday. Default looking forward to the weekend. So I want it to be text, not text. Super death. Case 4, 5, soon it's the weekend. 0, nothing happens. 6, text, it's the weekend. Alright, so let's go back to Nightmare. Okay, hold on. Topher, what about when 5 people like it, or 0 or 10? Your switch statement needs some work to cover these logic holes. Yeah, good. Your mic is breaking up. Is that on my end, or is anyone else getting that too? Think of it as this. Oh, W3 schools. Shutter. Oh. Here. Bad. My bad. I missed MDN. Ta-da. Oranges. Much better. Yeah, I was trying to figure out the day of the week. Whatever I put into a switch, I'm comparing it to each case. So if I get day returns an integer, I'm comparing it to other integers. Okay, good to know. Good to know. As far as the mic thing, I'm not sure. It's probably my fault. Sorry about that. Hopefully it clears up by itself. Probably won't, but one can dream. Okay, we're good. We're good. Switch. Foo in the beginning. So expression, oranges, apples, bananas, case log bananas are blankety blankety blank. When it equals cherries, cherries are going to be blankety 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 blank, and mangoes. So with that said, let's close out this, get rid of W3. Stack Overflow really isn't going to help anybody right now since we have an MDN. We need to do our default case, and this is 4 or more. So names.length, when it equals 1, it will do this. When it equals 2, it will do that. When it equals 3, it will do that. When case is... How do I tell it when case is greater than or equal to 4? How do I tell it that? Your mic is breaking up. Anyone else getting that? Think of it as this. Whatever I input into the switch, I'm comparing it to each case. So... And our last would be, in my mind, case, I don't know, 0, so to speak, when there's 0 likes. No one likes this. Copy. Break. Hopefully. Okay. Oh, Thug Muffin. Whatever I input into the switch, I'm comparing it to each case. So if I get days returns an integer, I'm comparing it, that integer, to other integers. Okay. If I returned strings, I would have like case in quotes Sunday, and it's comparing case to Sunday. All right. Topher, your switch can cover these cases. No likes, 1 like, 2 likes, 3 likes, and 4 or more likes. Your default is your least specific case. So would it actually... Well, now it's got me wondering, would it be 0? Or would it be empty? If I do... Well, now that's got me wondering in general. No, it's 0. Okay, so... 1... Death. Why am I struggling so much? So default would be, I don't even need to specify, that would just be default. Good call. Default. Ta-da! There, I at least did one thing right. I at least did one thing correct. And I don't need break after default, right? Yeah, I don't need break. Oh, one thing fixed. Thank God. Now I have the rest of the nightmare to clean up. If you have 20 people like it, what would your message be? It would be this guy, but it's not for, I mean, no likes, 1 like, 2 likes, 3 likes. Your switch can cover these cases. No likes would be default. 4 or more. How would I indicate 4 or more? It would be case something. So names.length is the case, and it's comparing it to this. No likes is not default? Really? Oh, death. Well, damn. No likes should go at the top, then. That's what I'm thinking. We don't have to have a default case either. Although I feel like a switch case without a default statement is kind of weird. So, let's do case blah blah, copy. Jumpy Stick. Also, hey, yeah, how you doing, Jumpy Stick? Think about it. Whenever it's 3 or more likes, it's going to be the first 2, plus the count of the names minus 2. Whenever it's 3 likes, it's going to be the first 2, plus the count of the names. Oh, am I forgetting? 2 simply increases. Okay, hold on, let me set up 0. No one like this. Copy. Paste. Okay, hold on. I don't know why I'm struggling so much. Okay, so it is case 0. Awesome. So case 0 is right. Case 1 is for 1 like. Case 2. So just to double check, is case 0 through 3 set up correctly? I think so. And I don't know why I'm struggling so much. It's just, I haven't had to do a switch case in weeks. Topher, how is this a 6? This should be an 8. I agree. Maybe it's for nervous people like me. Oh, God. Although this is I am going down the most completed path. So I see the high quality difficult ones and the easy ones that have been passed over or completed a lot. How many people have done this one? 18,000 times? D. Okay. Default will be something. Cases, case, Greater than or equal to 4 or more. Something's wrong with my logic. If it's 4 or more, it would be name 0 plus name 1, because they want the first two names split by a comma with a space, and the number... Oh, and to others like this. Wouldn't that suffice? The slice? JavaScript, MDN, slice. Pretty sure it does. Slice method returns a shadow copy of a portion of an array into a new array. Objects selected from it begin... Oh, crap. Am I going to have to set up a whole... No, I don't need to set up a whole separate thing. A is 0, 1, 2, 3. Variable sliced is a slice, 1, 2, 3. And that starts at 1, goes to 2, does not include 3, so it just returns 1 and 2. Console log A versus console log. I still think it'll be fine, though. I don't think I have to specify the variable just to get the length. Wouldn't names.slice, and it will cut from 2 onwards. Wherever it's starting from 2, and whatever the array is, .length, that should give me, if it could be A people, I'd have 0 and 1 as the first two, Alex and Jacob, and then it could be 78 other guys and gals, and children and pets. Topher. Oh, Topher, that's so interesting. The CODE levels are set by the author of the CODE instead of the community. I had no idea. You know, I really figured that would have been something that the community would have addressed a long time ago. So much other stuff is leveraged based off of community input and critiquing and adding to the CODEs and the courses. I figured they'd be able to vote and scale and do stuff like that. Thugmuffin. If 0, say something. If 1, say something. If 2, say something. If 3, say something. If 4, say first 2 plus the length of names minus 2. Oh, I can just tell it names.length minus 2. So I don't have to slice it. That's what you guys were telling me. Interesting. I just love doing things the hard way. Dear God. My bad. Look at that. 4 is your default. You will have more 4 plus than 0 to 3s. Also a good point. Also a good point. So this can be default, which eliminates the need of trying to do the weird greater than equals something or other. So this can just be default. Not case default, just default. The straggler can be destroyed. And we can get rid of break. Oh, and that's cool, because look, since we specify 0, no one likes this. So we always know if it's ever going to be 0, it's no one. If it's ever 1, it's always going to be this one. If it's ever 2 people, it'll always be this. If it's ever 3, blah, blah, blah. And then from there on, 4 or more is always gonna be that. You guys are cool. Topher and Thugmuffin, you guys are good. I hope people are paying you for this. You guys are good at this. That's awesome. I am glad you two are here. That's so neat. It's our default. We don't need to tell it greater than or less than. Little kitty, did you see it? Yeah, she's sleeping. She doesn't care. Good times. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we figured it out. Alright, let's run this fucker. Okay. Wait, hold on. Is there anything else? You know what? Screw it. We can do stuff. We can fix anything on the fly. Run test. Nice. Look at that. Okay, so expected. No one likes this. Should I be console logging this stuff or returning it? I feel like I need to do something instead of just have this floating out there in the ether. They didn't say print in the instructions, so that's why usually they say, oh, it must return. Topher Gates, you do need to return something. Okay, yeah, Topher sees. Yeah, it might be console log or return. Okay, yeah, let's do return since that's what they've got here. Topher's suggestion as well. B-da-dee-dee-da-dee-da-dee. Look at you guys reading the instructions. God, this is great. Run test. Cool. Hey, it worked for part. You know what? And I bet it's more of syntax type, not like actual syntax here, but like verbiage phrasing. I must have my concatenations weird, like the spacing and stuff. I don't think there's anything truly inherently wrong with the rest of this. What could be changed? I would do something. Jacob and Alex like this. Instead, it got Jacob and Alex likes this. It's the extra S. So that's one down. Run it. 3. See, it's all typo-y stuff. Topher. My preference, and this is only a preference, but I like to build the string in the switch and return the string at the end of the function. Hold on. You just blew my mind. What about what? That way you only need one return statement? Oh my god. Hold on. Let me run through that once more. My preference. This is only a preference. But I like to build the string in the switch. Okay. So we're building the string somewhere in here. And then return the string at the end of the function. So here's the function. This would be outside. And you return something? Thugmuffin agreed. Topher, that way you only need one return statement. Case 1 string 2 case string equals return string. Oh. Cool. So, in theory, it would be return string equals, like that, so to speak. but for each one, I'm not going to do that because there will be tiers, and you guys did such great work getting us this far. But this would be like return string, essentially. Am I did we, yeah, maybe? Perhaps. And you know what, probably, I bet there would be a variable, a global empty string equals, probably something like this, maybe? Something like that? No, it returns in cases. Oh. Yeah, I'm hopeless. We're gonna leave it at the ugly basic version that we've got now. Because everything else sounds sad and scary. What else do we need? So Max, John, and Mark like this, versus Max, John, and Mark likes this. I guess that is weird. Yeah, and then lastly, Topher, define a variable above the switch statement to hold the string. Ha! I did guess that with variable string in the empty, double quotes. Okay, so I did get that bit. Define a variable above your switch statement to hold the string. Assign the value of the string in your switch statement. Assign the value of the string in your switch statement. I think that's what I was doing. Oh, but you know what? I probably don't need the return blankety blank. It would probably just be string equals, and then at the end, and then return the variable at the... Okay. So it's swapping out return for string equals, like so, with variable equal string equals that, followed by return string, which is kind of cool. You know what? And that makes sense because that's what they had. Was it here? Was it at W3? I don't know. I thought someone had that somewhere, which makes sense now for why they had that, but although now we're so close to that, maybe we should do that. A second, I think it's common and good practice. String equals blank, return blank. Yeah, okay. And you know what? We are so close. Let's do it. Why the hell not? Let's do it. Copy. You get a string. You get a string. You get a string. Everyone gets a string. Okay. Alright. Lastly, we still need to fix this. Alex, Jacob, and two others like this versus whatever the hell non is, others like this. Like this. Run. Uh-oh. Oh. Single quote. Single quote. All is well. All is well. Here, it doesn't like it, which I find very strange, because this is almost identical to whatever the hell this is. Why doesn't it like names.length minus 2? You know, it should probably be a parentheses. Is that what's happening? Parentheses? Parenthetical? Aha! It was a parentheses. I solved it. Look at that. I mean, obviously, Topher and Thug Muffin helped greatly, but yeah, alright, so let me jump up. No returns in cases. Oh, that's what you meant. No returns in the cases, swapping out the things for that. Very cool. Example tests. Should return blankety blankety blank. That's so cool. We survived. That's weird. Usually it takes like 3 hours to get through one of these things at Code Wars. True, it helps that it was freakishly easy, but I'm entirely clueless, so difficulty has no meaning to us, since everything is impossible. Turns no case to find a variable above the switch statement, to hold the string, assign the value of the string in your switch statement, and then return the variable at the end. Check. Second, I think it's good. I think it's common and good practice. You sent your helpful link, which I did click on, Thug Muffin. Thank you for the visual confirmation. Am I thinking the same as you, Topher? Yeah, awesome, cool. Everyone's on the same page. Let's go ahead and submit this. Attempt. Nice. Should return 1 correct. It most certainly did. Should return 2. My gang and picture liked this. 3. Yeah, look at those names. I believe those are biblical names. Not really sure. Hard to tell with the green font. And yeah, 2. And 92 others like this. And 98 others like this. Oh, this is fantastic. Way to go. Good team effort. You guys rock. Submit final. Let's see what the cool kids had to say. Who wants to think it's, or who wants to guess it's something with a regular expression? There's probably a lambda involved. The arrowy looking thing. Still thinking. No. Switch statements for all the first ones. Yeah, and parentheses. Take that. I got the stuff. What is happening here in the second one? What is this? That is weird syntax. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. Function likes names, variable templates. No one likes this. It's like a switch statement, but it's not. Name and name. Name and name and name. Name and name and n. Math.min. idx.replace. Regular expression. Typical. Yeah, this is a weird one. I'm glad that's second, because this should be first. Although I'm kind of confused with the names equals names or empty. Don't know. They just did return inside. I like our string format, though, with the string variable. I'm going to say we came in first, because we did. I'm liking the outcome. Good times. So rarely do we get a top answer. In fact, I think that's our first one. Usually we come somewhere down around 7th to 14th with some questionable looking code. But today, with help of Topher and Thug Muffin, we survived. We did rather well, if I can say so. Let's see where we stand profile-wise. It's slowly loading. We're gonna get there. Ta-da! 14% of the way through level 6. Currently 64,523 as we continue to climb and fight our way through Code Wars. We survive yet again another day. Day 231 successfully conquered. Let's close out of these and those. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view the stream, and a huge thank you to both Topher yet again, and Thug Muffin for all of your support and guidance, preventing us from setting the entire city on fire. I and the world greatly appreciate it. Good times. Let's go ahead and back out of this. Into OBS. We will call it quits. Topher. Names equals names empty parentheses. Will assign names as an empty array if the names parenthesis, if the names parameter is undefined or null. Very interesting. So if names equals names empty array, we'll assign the names as an empty array if the names parameter is undefined or null. It just saves you from a potential error down the line. Gotcha. Okay. So they're covering themselves from future turmoil. Wise idea. All right, and look at that, dude. Can we see in the very corner as we power down the stream, this thing right here? Yeah, that is a sleepy kitty, and rightfully so. Look at her. Yeah, tiny cat. All right, well, we're going to go join Tiny Cat. What's that? Oh, yep, she's moving. She's rolling around. That is her. That is her. She's dreaming, stretching, doing little kitty things. Very cool. Back here, though. Muffin, it just saves you from potential error down the line. It's like, if it's not a state I expect, then set it to one I can deal with, which in this case will hit case 0. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Thank you again, Thug Muffin and Topher. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Day 232 is on the horizon for tomorrow. In the meantime, we are stopping the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah.